I'm Mickey Colton.
And I'm Chad Dillon.
And this is
the Utica Rallycross Series.
Coming at you live for your final event of the season here at the daunting Dead Man's Curve. And it is going to be an insane event. This track has been overhauled. It's even more difficult than it was last time.
Oh my goodness, this opening jump. You just wait till you see it, guys. It is crazy.
I looked at it before we started, and I have no idea how you would even go about doing it.
You have to be perfect in order to make it past it. But once you get past that, the rest of it's pretty clean cut, pretty simple. It's still difficult.
And speaking of perfection, we have to talk about our championship competitors.
Yes.
2 drivers now. It's the battle of the tires. We've been advertising it all season long, and they are the only 2 drivers left to battle for it in this event. 2 points separate them. It's going to be crazy.
Exactly. I mean, it's down to the wire. I mean, I'm just excited for it. We got a huge track list today.
Now, let's take a look at the starting order. Tyler Kulesa starts 4th. That's a huge detriment to him.
Yeah.
So, looking at this list, who do you think could do it today? We have a lot of new faces.
Obviously, besides Tyler Kulesa, I mean the one that's going for the championship, I would say Cirillo is going to be a man. After that really good run at the qualifier, he showed some life again, you know, that he hasn't shown in the season.
Yeah, and Chris Benoit did get it done before. And look at that, Tyler Benoit is last up. That's either the greatest possible scenario or the scariest, because it all comes down to him.
Yeah, exactly. Last up in the 20.
That's it for him.
Yeah, yeah, true.
And we have a couple of hometown drivers, Betty Johnson, Cooper Cyron, Tyler Kulesa, all hoping to, make something here at the track that they hold dear.
Oh yeah, Captain Clutch in there as well.
Yeah, he's had a lot of bad luck here, but, he could turn around. And we have our first driver on track. It's Skylar Dixon for Dixon Motorsports. I don't think he ran this race last year. I think Pericles took over.
So here's the jump. He does get past the first part, but no!
Look at that. 2 more that you have to go through over there.
Exactly. You cannot hit a wall. You have to have the momentum, and you got to hit that top peak of the first ramp, and even to make the jump.
So he is not done yet. There's no checkpoints up there. So if he lands the jump, he can go all the way here, get the first checkpoint, which is right here, and then continue on his merry way on the rest of the course. But he loses a lot of time.
Well, I feel like we're going to see this a lot today, so it really all depends on how smoothly you do this. I mean, if you don't DNF in that first part, you're still in the game.
And these cars have great suspension systems, so they can make it through that okay. I mean, we've had cars fall off buildings before and keep it intact.
I know, it's amazing the things that these cars can tolerate.
Basically, when they were engineering these cars, they basically put suspension above all else. That's why it's such a small design.
Exactly, and that's actually one of the highest drops, I think, in the rallycross circuit. I mean, for the fall of the car.
Yeah, I can't think of many others that drop that far, especially if you fall into that little valley there.
Oh, that will screw up your whole run. But so far, a pretty good redemption for the middle half of this race.
And look at that, does some course cutting.
Wow.
I'm not sure if his crew chief scouted that out early or if he just made a leap of faith there, but...
Oh, this is the other jump that's going to trouble some drivers here. If you hit this bump wrong, it will throw off your momentum, but he does it pretty cleanly.
If he goes over that bridge and goes through this section of the course here, this is new. They added this in, this little section here, and there actually is a way you can do a shortcut here. Let's see if the drivers can do that throughout today. I think someone's going to try it because it's just too tempting not to.
It's a very risky and bold move, but for a lot of these drivers that aren't going to win the championship, why not? They're looking to have some fun with this racetrack. I mean, it is a challenge nonetheless. Now, this is the one spot you can go around the turn, but he decides to go straight through.
Yeah, now that has been in here for a while, and we are in the whoop section now.
Yep.
That section is very commonly skipped over, but some drivers have had some issues with that and with the clipping on it. So
exactly,
it could throw you off there if you wanted to be risky with it. But again, it will save you time. You don't need to take it.
I do want to point out that Skylar Dixon's run right now, besides not making the first jump, has been pretty great. I mean, there hasn't been a lot of flaws. I mean, he's just there's a lot of room to fix yourself in Dead Man's Curve. I mean, even if you fail at the first part, you can still be top time.
It's very impressive for Skylar Dixon because this year has not been a good one in arena cross. He was at the bottom of the standings for a good portion of the season. He qualifies in for this race. Not only does he qualify, but qualifies well.
This part looks a little familiar.
Yeah, he's run this part before.
Yeah.
So everyone's going to have a little bit of experience on the last part. I would be surprised to see anyone wreck here. And I say that, he bicycles it. But, Skylar Dixon, this is going to be a good way to close out the year if he can finish this.
Yes, exactly. I mean, we have a lot of drivers left to go. I mean, I'm excited to see how Tyler does in 4th man up. I mean, that's going to determine where we're going to be at. I mean, if he does poorly, Tyler Benoit has really good chances.
It's a 3:11.82 for Dixon. Next up is Nick Pericles for Red Viper Racing. Now, these two were teammates last season, but they ended up parting ways, starting their own teams.
Oh, no!
That
He's able
was
to
close.
He gets into the ravine. Oh, man.
This mountain section is hard to get up these. As we see Nick Pericles trying to work his way back up. And it looks like he'll get it done now. He just needs to keep it calm, keep it going up the hill. Oh,
no, right back down.
Yeah, this is a place, if you get off track, it's going to be very difficult. These cars aren't really meant for climbing.
Yes, except from last season. We did have that one racetrack where we did have the mountain climb. But, makes it right up the
move by Nick Pericles.
Speaking of not being able to mountain climb, this car decided to do something crazy.
He got something good there, but I'm not sure how much that'll help him on this run, unless he can really pick it up in some parts, especially if he gets a shortcut. Yeah. I still think Dixon's going to retain this top spot.
I know. Again, I got to point out, though, it is a good time for Skylar Dixon. I mean, I feel like if he made that first attempt, he might have been close to be winning this thing.
Yeah, though, I mean, it's still an early event. Other drivers could have trouble.
Yeah.
So we're not sure if that time can be beaten. I mean, we've seen people do it in the past, but this first jump, no one's ever tackled it yet.
Yeah, and, we're going to see exactly. I mean, we've seen the way they handled it the season prior, and it is nothing compared to this first section. I mean, I feel like it's a little too hard, but it's Dead Man's Curve. It's got to live up to the name. Whoa!
He goes over here. Oh, no! He's falling down the hill.
He's going down the mountain!
Nick Pericles, he's
on his
goes
roof.
over, and this is why they call it Dead Man's Curve.
Yes.
They're going to send the wrecker down there to try and pull him out. Meanwhile, we have Jamaican driver Darren Blake for Anthony Blake Motorsports making his first start in the 38.
Oh, yes, Darren Blake showed us some really good signs as a driver in the qualifier, but clips aside.
It's hard to keep your momentum
I know. It's because the problem with it is that you have to jump from the right side of the first ramp, right? And it forces you to land on the right side, which is literally right next to it. Whoa! Tries to go with the side route here. Yeah. Not going to pay off.
Yeah, try to get a cut off here. This is a access road for medical crews if need be. Hopefully we won't need medical crews in this event. But Dead Man's Curve.
Do the medical crews have to do a jump to get into their spot, or is that?
Well, the medical crews, we actually have a special ambulance here this weekend because we have a mountainous terrain. They have really big tires on there for gripping and whatnot, so it can make that.
That's true. That's very true.
But Darren Blake, as a driver, I don't really know him from too much, but I'm assuming he has some rally experience. I mean, Jamaica is not the biggest island in the world.
Yeah.
But I'm assuming there is enough room for rally racing on there. He probably has some experience there. We've had some other drivers pass through other series.
Hey, I wouldn't mind trying to put a track there if there isn't one. I mean, that'd be an interesting place.
Yeah, that would be a nice place. Maybe we can have the higher-ups talk to him. But
exactly, yeah.
But Darren Blake,
no!
Tries to cut it, not enough speed.
Man.
Now be careful, because this is where Pericles had his problem.
Oh no!
I think he got caught.
This is the death trap, but as long as he can stay on his front wheels, he should be okay.
He's reversing, but I'm not sure if he'll have the same traction. I know these cars are good in reverse for getting over small obstacles.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because those back wheels have a little more clearance. But he does make it up.
Now he's gonna be smart and almost hits it again.
Have an issue with speed in that section.
Almost, I think that's why the drivers are trying to do that. Because if you go straight, you have the potential of just flipping over on that second hump. Just bolting over it is probably the smarter route.
And onto the suspension bridge. Now there's a special thing about that bridge in particular. No! And Darren Blake out of this one. That is a shame for him. He will beat Nick Pericles, but not the run he was hoping for. Next up, this is a driver you got to watch out for. It's Tyler Kulesa for Chico Motorsports.
Yes, this is the time that's going to determine the championship. If he DNFs, it's going to be end of the road for him unless...
grinding the side.
Oh, no! Oh!
I'm surprised he kept that. That was almost an angle that he landed on.
All right, so basically what we see here is that he is going to be in the same boat as everyone else. Didn't make the first jump there. If Tyler can make that first jump and not DNF, that's pretty much an instant win. I mean, that's going to be pretty tough to beat.
Oh, he does have the rest of Dead Man's Curve to go, so you can never say anything is certain here.
It's true. It's true. I mean, this does play a big time chunk. I mean, I don't know how many seconds it takes up. I would say about 30 to really do that whole thing.
If you go the streamline there, you don't have to worry about going around the entire course again.
Exactly. So it really saves you a bunch of time. It gives you a lot of breathing room, basically.
You know, Kulesa is so far going pretty fast through this section. He's able to recover quickly, I noticed. He really threaded the needle there, didn't go down the hill, stayed on track, so that's good for him.
Well, right now, he doesn't want to be too ballsy. I mean, he's going to have to be, but especially this jump coming up here. Let's see if he goes with the sides, because 2 people out of 3 have failed at it, so let's see what he does.
Yeah, well, he goes straight. He doesn't have a lot of speed here. I don't think he's going to go for it.
He goes to the safe route, which seems to be smoother, actually, especially if you have enough momentum.
Seems like a smoother landing, but I think cutting it will gain you a couple more seconds.
Yeah. Well, little Rocky. This is where I said people can be make or break your run. Just makes it.
He lands it.
Wow.
This bridge is actually a science project for the Australian Science Expo. There's actually no supports underneath it. It's held up by cable wires.
Whoa, he's going for the double jump here, but he skips the first section. That's going to save him some time.
Yeah, that's good. I believe it takes about 4 seconds to get around these things, so
oh, wow.
It's going to save about 4 seconds there. So here we go. Will he take this shortcut? He will.
Little Rocky.
Ooh, this is... Adam Dunlap on the booth is probably having a heart attack. And this is not good. This whoop section has been ruined here.
Exactly. You know, this is another place. There's so many. This is a dead man's curve. There's so many places that really are so technical that it can either really kill you or really make you, beneficial.
This track proves who is really some of the greatest drivers in this series.
Yeah.
It's just, so far we've had 2 winners here. Brandon Bain in Season 1 came as a huge surprise.
The Bain train!
And then Matt Evans, the Black Mama, won it last year.
Yeah.
I can't imagine who could win it today.
It's sad that Matt Evans wasn't able to qualify for Dead Man's
I know,
curve.
that is a real shame. I thought we were going to have a real technical battle between all
it would have been
four of the closest drivers. But
Tyler Kulesa is finishing out this run. He now knows this part of the course very well. Hopefully he can finish strong.
He's got a good person on the booth there. Adam Dunlap has run this course, and he's done well here. So he's got someone who knows the track a little bit, can guide him along.
Yeah, I remember, he blew Tyler out of the water in the last event last season. Even though he secured the win, he still destroyed him.
Coming to the line, Tyler Kulesa. Will this be good enough?
Oh, here we go.
3:07.89. That's first, and he also gets a bonus point for being first. So now it's a 3-point deficit that Tyler needs to make up.
Yes.
And now Betty Johnson has some trouble out of the start.
This might hit her. Oh boy.
Oh, Betty Johnson, a home track person.
DNF right off the bat.
That's a shame for the 22, as we have Colin Bartel for 12th Man Racing. He made the event. He really slid under the radar for this one.
Yeah, he did, and you can't underestimate.
Completely misses it.
Yes, but I feel like that might help. A lot of these drivers might just go for the faster route and just bolt down there, because they've noticed that a lot of drivers can't make the jump. But Colin Bartel, he's one of those drivers that you can't count him out. I mean, he's won a couple races. I mean, he's one of the...
And look at that, he made the access road work.
Wow, he is really making it work.
That could be something that Tyler Benoit will look at if there's a problem with him making the jump.
Exactly, and that's that's a crucial part to this racetrack with Colin Bartel really on track right now in the first section, probably the leader in time, but see if he can keep it strong for the rest of the race event.
The thing I really like about this series, a lot of other series you have to follow the layout. Here, it's encouraged to try and find a smart way of getting around something, especially on the fly like that.
Exactly.
It's a lot of a mental game.
Well, I feel like it'd be cool for the track designers for a track where, you can go the normal route, but there's a cheat, another 2 routes you can take. But the one way could be a lot more challenging, but faster.
That's why I believe they were going with here. That's why you have that section later on there where you can cut it easily like that.
That's true, yeah. So that's something really cool that we might be able to go on to Season 4, putting more tracks that really test the minds of the drivers along with the skill.
Here we go, coming down to the suspension bridge. This was made for Expo. It's held up with cables, so hopefully the science was done good on those.
Oh, I know. I love how we're basing off our structure off a science project.
Well, they're experimental guide wires.
First section there, and he's going basically just as good as Tyler Kulesa in this section here, really cutting his time down.
Yeah, Bartel having a solid effort here. Now, it's been a tough season for Colin Bartel.
Yep.
He's started first in 3 events in a row. That's some of the worst luck of the draw he's ever got.
No! As you say, luck of the draw. Colin
Don't
Bartel
shove me, Chad. This is a professional booth.
Brushes off shoulders.
Next up is Thomas Beatty for Tad Motorsports.
Mick Beatty in the house, Mick Beatty in the house, Mick
Beatty!
Mick Beatty down the ravine!
Yeah, so now he's going to have to try and work his way back up.
The man is unseen. I don't know.
You trying to freestyle there, Chad?
Yeah, I freestyle about a bar.
well,
Yo, I got bar.
Leave the rapping to Thomas Beatty and Austin Ogo.
Yeah.
Thomas Beatty didn't run the full schedule. He was on tour with Austin Ogo. They did a global tour for hip hop. They're doing a collaboration album.
Man, those two drivers though. Man,
In fact, they even did the pre-race show.
He is having some difficulty trying to get back up this mountain. He might be trapped.
Yeah, Beatty's a little rusty. He's been mostly on stage. He was on stage earlier today. Did you catch the concert?
I did. It was phenomenal. I tried to get on stage and crowd surf, but they kind of kicked me off.
Yeah, I mean, certain drivers like you, like Richard Johnson, but other drivers maybe not.
Oh man,
he pulled up in the wrong section of the course. Tried getting back, and he's having a lot of trouble here.
This is
pathetic.
This is not going to be a good time if he finishes. Sometimes it's even good to just DNF in this part because it's like, I mean, you want to finish the rest of the race event, but part of you is just like,
I'm done.
I'm just frustrated.
But you know what? If he can finish it, he will.
Oh boy,
he'll be third if he finishes the race right now.
That's very true. I mean, there's going to be a lot of DNFs. I'm assuming. I mean, we don't know how all these people can.
So far, only 2 drivers have actually completed the course.
Yeah. So not a very good success rate.
And you know what? This is good for Tyler Kulesa.
Yeah.
He needs a lot of drivers to just really bite it in this event.
I know, because it basically narrows down the field of where Tyler can play. I mean, where his time goes.
Because right now, Tyler Kulesa, where he is, if he stays there, that's a guaranteed win.
It is a guaranteed win. I think he has to be knocked down to 4th to lose.
Yeah, 4th is theoretical, and that's if Tyler wins.
If Tyler wins, yes, obviously. Well, I love how we have to say Tyler wins. It's kind of weird.
Here, Tyler Kulesa usually goes by the nickname Chico, so we can call him Chico for this to make it easier. But Thomas Beatty has gotten back on track, and he's going to try and finish this course as he's going to attempt the suspension bridge.
All right, oh no, not enough momentum.
He's still going to go for it.
He can't. He's got to go back all the way around to.
Too much momentum goes into
the trees.
No! Flips it over. DNF. That's 5th overall for him. Next up is Anthony McCurry for Kyotech Racing. Let's see what he can do today. This is his first event back in the number 31.
There we go. Can he be the first man to make it? He does.
Makes it onto the bridge.
He
does. Gets to the second portion. The third. He's going to make it.
Oh, he does.
He makes it.
Anthony McCurry, man, showing us some great stuff in the qualifier and showing us some amazing driving ability in Dead Man's Curve.
He was here last year and did solidly in the number 11 machine. He's back again. And, he did good in the qualifier, too. This car was one to watch for this weekend. Kyotech's been kind of silent. They didn't run the full schedule, but they're back.
Oh, they are back. And right now, Tyler Kulesa doesn't like this one bit. It's a driver that's going to maybe take him out from the number 1 spot.
Here he goes over that section of the course. Going to go into our first whoop section soon, and then we'll have the suspension bridge.
Yes, the suspension bridge, which we finally found its first fault there. I mean, like I was saying, if you don't have the right momentum and you get hit wrong, like if your car just lands wrong, you're basically, your speed's just shot, and you can't make the jump.
Here he goes, going through this section of the course. He didn't use the cut technique. I think a lot of them are just using the safe technique because they want to at least finish the race. Look at that. That's so tempting. A podium finish right now.
Here we go. Anthony McCurry.
It is going to be good enough for McCurry. Now, we'll have to see if he's going to take the shortcut here, or if he's going to run the full loop.
I know. I mean, it's possible to do the first jump.
Wait, what? The first jump.
He does the second jump.
McCurry is looking at a great time.
Oh my God.
He just needs to finish, and I think his crew chief is just biting his nails right now.
Oh man, he does make this cleanly. Now here's the part that can really trip up any driver.
The whoops, oh my God, this is some of the best I've seen. Up, a little swirling at the end, but keeps it going.
He is pushing its way through. He might be able to break 3 minutes.
Here he goes, going under the loop here, under the bridge. McCurry heading into the final sections of the course. Can he get it done?
Yes, the part where he did phenomenal in the qualifier. All he has to do really is get past this last jump here, and he should be good.
I think some drivers are going to look at this and really learn from it. They're going to see what he did and
exactly.
see if they can apply it for
themselves. This is a flawless run. This is probably one of the best runs I've ever seen at Dead Man's Curve.
Here we go. Coming down over the jump.
He makes it.
Now he's familiar with this. He had one of the top times for this section. Can he do it again?
All right, he hits this hump well. Now this is the part. Anyone can DNF here. It is very deceiving. Can he make the straightaway that isn't straight at all cleanly?
I know,
almost whips it over.
A sadist designed this course, and McCurry is about to tame it, coming to the line.
Oh my goodness.
He just has the pillars going by.
A 240, 242.
Oh my God, that blows Kulesa out of the water. What is that about?
Oh my goodness.
My God, that is a huge time increase. It's now Chris Aurelio
Oh,
goes for it.
can he land it in his...
He
does.
He does, but he's got a sign here to deal with. And this is a bad place to wreck.
There's your sign.
Oh, man. So I just can't believe what McCurry did there.
Sorry,
That's amazing.
Sorry, Chris Aurelio, but we're probably just gonna be talking about that run for a little bit. Wow.
Wow, McCurry, that was absolutely perfect. And,
Chris Aurelio, no!
Tries the medical jump and just flips it over. So Chris Aurelio is done for. It's now Joshua Michaels for Rage Motorsports. Had a brilliant run in the qualifier. Watch out for this gentleman.
Exactly. He makes the jump.
And he's gonna go
does he overshoot it? Oh, he makes it.
He makes it.
Joshua Michaels, man, this guy has been showing us the goods.
Joshua Michaels, he had some of the highest last place finishes last year. Now he's been doing amazingly this year. This has been a huge turnaround.
I know. I mean, hopefully he comes back again. I mean, he's got a lot of momentum going his way, and his confidence must be through the roof.
But don't let them get cocky now. If you're his crew chief, you're telling them, hey, you did great there. Now just bring her home.
Exactly. I mean, again, if you make that first jump, you're already secured in like the top 4 or top 5. You just need to finish.
Because it's a battle for him right now. Because what does he want to do? Does he want to just finish this in a nice position?
Or does he want to get first?
Or does he want to get first and just say, hey, look at what I did?
I mean, it's going to be tough to beat Anthony McCurry. I mean, he's on track right now, but that double jump was amazing. I mean, I don't think anyone's going to be able to do that again. It was just too perfect, too clean. He had to have the perfect speed, but here he goes. It might not make it. No!
And that's gonna prevent him from beating McCurry.
Oh.
He's got to turn around. I'm not sure where he's going.
Well, he's got to go all the way back around.
Yeah, but I'm not sure if this is the best way of doing it.
Well, he doesn't have to go on he doesn't have to be driving sideways. He's got a straight shot to it now.
Okay, I see what he's doing here. All right, this makes sense.
Oh boy, this is the problem though. He had a great run, but Joshua Michaels, this is the key to being a great driver in rallycross. You need to be quick on your feet. You need to know how to adjust when you're in these situations. I mean, right now I've seen some drivers pull out some pretty crazy recovery, but this is one for the books, and it's going to be hard to get back on a good time.
Almost flipped it again, but yeah, the issue he had there was that there were just no places to get in.
Yeah, exactly.
I want to see this jump if he could have made it in on the jump area and just missed it. He could have made it over here.
Yeah,
he wasn't thinking about it.
But the momentum wouldn't be there. He would have had to go all the way back and turn around, and it would have probably been tough for him to make the jump. But he is now back on track. I don't know if he's going to be, but he goes for this jump.
Not going to get it done.
Oh, man. Here's the thing, though, is that if his front wheels, if his back was a little higher, he wouldn't have clipped the little bump there. I think that's what Anthony McCurry did. He just had so much speed that he was able to just whip it over both.
Yeah, and Michaels, this is a real shame. He had such a good run going, but
Whoa.
At least if he can get this to the finish, it'll still be a solid effort. Remember, only 3 drivers have finished the course.
Exactly, and I don't know if he's going to be able to beat out Skylar Dixon, but it's going to be close.
This team, I wasn't sure about them. They have the record for most last place finishes of any team, just their drivers in general.
Yeah.
They've had drivers like Gustavus Cortez come through there, and Jeffrey Finguy, drivers that really haven't performed too well. But you know what?
They're like the Browns of rallycross.
But when they did their team reformatting, they added the A to RGE. It made Rage.
Yeah.
I think the A was attitude.
Yeah,
that's what they have here.
I mean, with rallycross. You got to be ballsy. You can't be. Oh.
Can't be pussyfooting it about.
Yeah,
as it were.
Exactly. You can't be timid. You got to be out and focused the entire season if you want to be a big contender.
Here he goes, down the back straightaway. I don't think this will beat anyone except for the DNFers. But that's still an achievement to say that you finished Dead Man's Curve.
Here we go. A
3:44.07.
Yeah, 30:44.
Next up, another Aussie, Cooper Cyron for Rapid Motors. Let's see if he can do it in his first attempt.
Man, here he goes. No, he doesn't, but he's bolting right for the tree.
Keeps it going. That's a slick-looking race car. I really like the number 37.
It's a slick name, too. I love his name. Cooper Cyron, man. I wonder if he's driving around a Mini Coupe.
No, I think this is a EEI original.
Okay.
But Cooper Cyron, he's had some experience in the stock cars and racing around in
I
Australia.
meant at home, you dummy. I didn't think he was gonna be driving. Yeah, obviously this isn't a Mini Coupe driving around in a Rallycross Series. I just imagine, even like some of
I
our,
wouldn't put it past you, Chad.
I mean, when we
Is
race,
that a Mini Coupe? It looks just like a Mini Coupe.
well, I'm imagining one of our taller drivers, like Tyler Benoit. He's a very tall man. John Sedino, another tall man, trying to fit in a Mini Coupe. I mean, that would be a video I would like to see.
Anthony McCurry is also a relatively tall man,
Yeah,
too.
so I mean, I don't think he would have been able to pull off what he did with a Mini Coupe.
But Cooper Cyron, he's a very charismatic character. He's been, buddying around with everyone in the garage area before this, and, he's been keeping everyone's spirits high.
Yeah, and I mean, a new driver into the sport here, really showing that he's got some potential, and whoa!
A little rocky for
Yeah.
Cooper Cyron, but still keeps some momentum going.
Yeah, not bad so far for Cooper Cyron, especially, what, is this his second race? Oh!
That's
No!
unfortunate. Clips the catch fence in there. That's going to be a DNF for Cooper Cyron.
Hopefully he doesn't get a gas leak. I mean, he hit the bottom of the car. I mean, that could have been detrimental.
Well, he'll be able to get out of this car soon,
Yeah.
and the Mac crew is going to get to him. And Ray
Whoa.
Davis makes the jump, but I do not think this momentum is going to suit him.
Oh, he goes too far back and he
He's-
flips it over, but he's still going down in the
Oh.
ravine. He still flips it back on his wheels.
Ray Davis has a hate relationship with this place, more so than any other. He lost a championship here in Season 1. He didn't even get to attempt here last season. He just didn't like it. And
Oh man, going
Yep,
rocketing down the mountain.
the course has not forgotten its hate for Ray Davis. But Ray Davis, he's such an exceptional race car driver. It's a shame, they couldn't make it work or even get the full season run. But
You know what I noticed is so challenging about Dead Man's Curve is that there's not a lot of ways to get back on the track. Once you fall off, it's so hard to get back on. I mean,
this is a very mountainous area.
Yeah.
It's very rural. You don't have it's very difficult to work your way up.
exactly, and especially this section here. I mean, this first section is probably the hardest part of the whole race. But he is going right back down the mountain. Oh,
He needs
man.
to talk to the locals, the local aborigines that inhabited the nearby village. Used to use this mountain for a walking trail, so...
Yeah, he probably would have had better time walking through this racetrack at the time he's going right now.
But hey, you know what? If he finishes, it's a top 5.
Yeah, that is true. I mean, we are getting more finishes now. It's like once you get past that first section, it looks pretty good. But that
and the suspension bridge.
yeah, the suspension bridge is pretty difficult. I mean, I'm surprised it hasn't. Whoa, clipping the side there.
Well, he's had a rough go at it. I think he's having some handling
I think he's
issues.
disoriented because he was driving in different directions, going up and down that
Well, you
mountain.
can look at it. This car's a little mean handling right here. It's kind of fishing tailing out. He's having an
Yeah.
issue with control.
I mean, these suspensions are great, but they can only take so much. I mean,
Remember, he plowed backwards off a bridge and went down the mountain twice.
yes, and had to climb right back up.
I wonder who's going to get the Billy Bishop Award today if most times down the
Is that an
mountain.
award? Is that an award?
It should be. If it isn't, then it should be. I will donate money to have someone win the Billy Bishop going down the mountain award. I think Thomas Beatty might
You
win
know
it,
what?
though.
I would like to see a T-shirt of just a car falling down a mountain and just say the man, the myth, the legend,
But
with ellipses at the end of it. So you just
Ray Davis, he will make it over the suspension bridge. Now, this section of the course, it's not a full cakewalk. Colin Bartel wrecked over here.
oh boy.
And this is, he's taking it nice and easy here. He has a ill-handling race car. He doesn't want to go too crazy.
Let's see if he goes straight through or decides to do the side area here in this turn.
Either way, he's going to beat Colin Bartel. He just needs to get by this section.
There
And
we go.
Very carefully over there, I notice. So now the whoop section. This one really threw people off in the first season. People have gotten a little bit better at it as time has gone on.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
That's why it's called that. Talk to the motocross guys about it. But
Yeah.
here comes Ray Davis trying to go through the last section of this course. Captain Clutch. We're glad that he's back for this race weekend. We missed him.
He didn't eat his Captain Crunch this morning. I can tell you that.
Well, I mean, he probably crunched the suspension system.
Ha!
Got him.
Got him!
So Davis now, he ran this section in the opening qualifier. He did all right. But,
Yeah, I mean, he barely made it in. And it is nice to see him driving though, even though he had a really rough race right now, and hopefully he can still finish it. It's just glad to see him back.
Yeah, and Ray Davis, I would love to see this team if they could muster up the funds, maybe go for a full season. The Aileron squad, newly formed out of the remnants of C&M Rally team.
Oh boy,
a 406.34. Not going to be a time you'd bring to the bank, but next up is Aaron Henderson for Maloney Motorsports, and Henderson, completely new driver. We mentioned him in the qualifier. Really not
wow.
much,
completely new driver, more like a veteran looking at those drivers. No!
Oh! Aaron Henderson had such a good run going.
Can he flip it over? No.
They're calling him out. He's done for today. It's Matt Duell for Dual Stringer Racing on course. That was a real shame for Henderson.
Oh, he looks so good.
I feel for him. He finally made the bridge.
Whoa, Matt Duell. No!
Only one for Matt Duell, but that's all right. Matt Duell, he's had a rough season so far, and I'm glad he was actually able to make it into this event. He was the 20th car to make it in.
I know, he made it by the skin of his teeth. I mean, it was down to the wire there.
I think about 4/10 is what decided it.
Exactly, and Matt, we talked about this in the qualifier. I mean, Matt Duell was such a good driver last season, and again, I think it pays due to the fact that there was 20 races.
There were 20 races.
Yeah.
He also had that affiliate with Young Motorsports, who had the largest team of the series.
Yeah.
There. That's when he really started to perform. Now he's running for his own, family-owned operation. He and Caitlin Stringer running this out of a garage in Massachusetts somewhere. But, they've managed to put together a globally ranked rally car.
Exactly. He's a very well-known name as the Dark Horse. I'm sorry, Dark Horse.
Dark Horse, Chad. Come on. He's had a rough enough year.
Again, it's more like the Dark Horse this season. I mean, not trying to be like the Charles Barkley of Rallycross, but that was terrible.
You sure know how to really, twist the knife, Chad.
Well, we've had a conversation, me and Matt Duell. He's a good guy. I like him. I mean,
Matt Duell, he's always a friendly face to have around the paddock.
Exactly. I mean, his morale is still good. It's still up. I mean, he knows he had a bad season, but he still has fun driving every single week. And
you know what? He's actually been performing good here. He's having a really solid effort. I think if he can finish this out, it could rank up there. And look at that. He's actually going to cut a couple of seconds off his time.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, this racetrack challenges all drivers' aspects of their driving ability. I mean, you got your turns, you got your jumps, you got basically everything. Even though that's really all I can narrow down there.
Basically everything except asphalt driving.
Yeah,
is present here.
Exactly. I mean, and the asphalt driving is a little different. I mean, you got a little more control.
But in terms of running a dirt race, this is probably the creme de la creme. And you get typical. This is probably the closest you'll get to a regular rally.
Yeah.
Maybe this proper run is probably actually closer now that I think about it, but this is pretty close in terms of a lengthy rally.
Yes,
you're getting times of like 4 minutes, 3 minutes.
I mean, I'd be interested to see a lapped version of this racetrack. I mean, that would be pretty fun.
Oh yeah, try and work your way back up.
Exactly.
Go ahead and try, Chad.
I know. I feel like if they put walls up, and so they can't fly off the mountain.
Then that wouldn't be any fun.
That's true. Then it wouldn't be Dead Man's Curve anymore.
Mm-hmm. It'd be just, slightly injured man's curve.
Yeah.
A nice sprain to the elbow man's curve. But coming to the line, Matt Duell having an exceptional effort in this last section. Coming to the line, going through the pillars. Can he make it work?
Oh, a 3:05.37.
That is second. He beat Tyler Kulesa.
Wow, Matt Duell.
The dark horse shines again.
He does.
Next up is Seth the Stuntman Cole. Can he do it?
He
makes
does.
the first section, but a little squirrely for the second.
No! He gets trapped in this little thing.
Yeah, it's a little embankment there. It's kind of an awkward angle to navigate, but he will work his way up, and it might be a little bit quicker
because
than a lot of the other times.
Actually, very quick. Yeah, a lot quicker.
So I think he managed to find a way to, make missing that work.
I wonder if there's a way if someone were to fall off that they could just cut through there.
Like how, Chad?
I don't know. Is there a side path on the side there? I'm just trying to analyze this here. Let's see on the side shot here.
Nah, you basically if you make it over there, you have to go that way.
You have this wall in your way. That's true.
Yeah.
He just got lucked out and fell into the left side.
The stuntman Seth Cole. Before this, he was talking about I'm going to make that bridge. I'm totally going to make that bridge. He got most of it. 66%.
Yeah. He made about as much as that. He made more than half of the field though. He has made it farther than half of the field, which is good. I mean, it is a
Well, soon he's going to get another entertaining jump coming up. As it looks like he wanted to cut the course there. Didn't go through with it fully.
It was still pretty smooth, though. I mean, he still was straight away once he landed, but see if he can handle this right.
Yeah, this is something he was hoping to tackle. He said it's experimental, so it's even more fun.
Yeah. Here he goes, very smooth, very Seth Cole-esque. The stuntman is on a roll now. I mean, this might actually be one of the second... If he can finish it strong, this could be second place time beating out Matt Duell because of that lucked out break there.
Yeah, because Duell picked up 2 seconds on Kulesa going the standard route.
Yeah.
He picked up a lot of time over there, so he just needs to make it to the end here. Now, he's had some hiccups in this run. He got stopped on that one turn. He was also slow going up the hill. But now the whoop section. And I think a little too gung-ho at the beginning.
Yeah, a little. It's pretty fast, though. I mean, it was a little wobbly, but had some speed to it.
Yeah, it's not usually the preferred method of going over it.
Whoa!
But that's Cole. We'll continue. Cole coming through the last section of the course now. He ran this section before, but now he'll actually have more of a speed build-up for this big jump.
Yeah, exactly. Here we go. That is the thing, though, I noticed, is that in the qualifier, you didn't have as much speed, and so you just barely made it. But here, you have so much more momentum that you fly right over it.
Yeah, it kind of changes the dynamic of the beginning of this course. And
oh, boy. Oh, boy.
Oh,
almost clipped. Did you see his front wheel there? It could have just flipped him over.
Seth Cole likes to entertain, it would seem.
All right, Seth Cole's just got one final stretch. Can he beat out Matt Duell and take up the second place spot?
Or can he challenge Anthony McCrory? Was able to pick up some steam on that. And actually, we're getting some report from the loop data. No, he's not close to McCrory, but this could beat Matt Duell coming to the line.
Here we go.
Let's see what he can do. Will he break 3 minutes? No, he does not, but still a beautiful time for Seth Cole, and Tyler Kulesa falls down the 4th.
Yes, this is the spot that Tyler was looking for. If he can if he can beat Anthony McCrory, he deserves the championship. But Mark Holbert, man.
Yeah, Mark Holbert, congratulations to Holbert on his Arena Cross Series championship. You know, that's going to open the doors for this young Canadian driver. But Mark Holbert, he made it into this event. Didn't make the bridge jump there, but, you know, he's still driving.
This is a celebratory run for him. I mean, he won the championship. He made it to the biggest event in Rallycross. He is climbing the ladder so fast. It's going to be great to watch him in the future.
Yeah, I'll have to see if S3 Motorsports can work his way up there. Charles Sanford on the booth, crew chiefing for him. Sanford, one of the team owners of S3 Motorsports, and, you know, I think he's real proud of his driver right now.
Exactly. And even if he does well today, I mean, he's on track right now as long as he can keep it going. I mean, if he gets top 5, that's good.
I mean, he can improve on our resident Canadian Carson Bechtel.
Yes.
But
I think Carson Bechtel should look at some few pointers from his buddy Mark Holbert.
I mean, they're both in Canada. I'm not sure if they're both from the same part of Canada, but, you know, they could probably meet up.
We know which place is better, obviously, in training.
But Mark Holbert, if he continues through this course, no, it's been a solid effort. I can see this competing up near the top times if he can continue it.
Yeah.
He actually might be able to beat Seth Cole if he can pick up some time, because Seth Cole honestly did not have that good of a run based on comparatively to McCrory for someone who made the bridge.
Exactly. I mean, Mark Holbert is, again, having a great run so far. By the way, now that... can he make this double jump? Oh, no!
He lost his momentum, and actually that's going to hurt him there. He stops him.
Yeah, he
actually might break even now I think about it.
Yeah, exactly. Now you brought up Carson Bechtel, I thought of another great t-shirt design, John.
What?
I mean, sorry, Mickey. But imagine a thermometer, okay, on this t-shirt, but it maxes out at 0. But the red is at the bottom, and then it just says Carson Bechtel, ...
What's with you in ellipses?
I don't know. I think it just leaves it open-ended.
Have you been sketching in your little sketchbook t-shirt designs, Chad?
Maybe.
Is that, you know, failed art degree? You know, just bubbling up inside?
Oh, man. I mean, that would be a fun t-shirt. I'm just saying. I'm going to pitch it out to everybody. Everyone go buy one now, even though I'm not going to make it. It's okay. But Mark Holbert, sorry.
That's right. That's why fans give him money for something he's not going to make.
Exactly.
But Mark Holbert coming through the last section of this course. And you know what I've always thought was ironic? He's Canadian, but he's driving the most American car on track. That thing, oozes America.
I mean, if it was just red and white, it'd be perfect. But that blue, man.
And the stars.
Oh, my
man,
goodness.
It's such a good car. But Holbert coming to the line.
A 306.01.
It still beats
Wow.
Kulesa. Kulesa's not happy about this. Benoit's got an open advantage up there. And now James Silverfox in car number 26 to see if full Foxy Grandpa
Oh,
can
no.
do it.
Whoa, with the spin move.
Silverfox has
Juking
been
out the
practicing his
tree.
ballet.
Yeah, juking out the Christmas tree there.
But as we continue through this section of the course, so Silverfox not going to make the bridge jump, but he could still compete with Tyler Kulesa. Tries the medical jump, doesn't work. You know, it's been a while since someone's attempted that. It really has only worked once.
I would laugh if, I mean, I wouldn't laugh, but if someone were to end up in the hospital because of the medical jump. But
yeah, just so everyone knows, we've heard from Chris Aurelia who he is fine after crashing on the medical jump.
That's why we make
In
hard.
fact, they were able to get to him quicker because that's where the medical crews are stationed.
Right there. Good job, medical team.
But
no, it's not a wing. It's a big truck thing with big ass wheels.
Yeah, but it still has the wah siren.
Wah wah.
I think John Zamilio's in the booth.
Whoa!
Oh no! Silver Fox, I think he tried a little bit of course cutting, but he was not fast enough. So he's going to put that car through the wall there. You know what? He recovered quickly from that.
He did.
That could have been a lot worse.
Yeah, I mean, even so, he's having a pretty good run. I mean, it's Dead Man's Curve. What can we say? We don't judge a driver by its driving ability in Dead Man's Curve.
And you know what? I just noticed there is a bit of a flat area over there that he tried to cut a little bit, but I think he bailed out because it was a little too unsteady.
Yeah, I mean, but I think at this point, a lot of these drivers can be experimental. They should. I feel like, especially if they don't have a good opportunity and they already are, especially those drivers that, oh man,
not quick enough.
Will he be smart and just cut right back up? And he is cutting right back up, like you said.
He learned from the mistakes of Joshua Michaels. And see, that's what the advantage of going later is. You can look at these drivers, see where they went wrong, and then improve on it.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, being the trendsetter sometimes is better too. I mean, especially with like the cheats back in the day. Like, what was that one where like they banned one of the cheats that we had?
It was in SAR.
Yeah.
Ray Davis really picked it up there, and that's how we got his first and only victory.
Yeah, exactly. But here we go. Silverfax back on track. Can he keep it strong? But almost falls down the mountain.
A little too quick going through that section. He will make this jump here. In fact, that first jump is very easy. It's the second jump that's a little more difficult. Because you have a little bit more of a barrier separating you from it.
Yeah, exactly. But here we go. Silver Fox making his way, trying to get to the last section of this course smoothly. Going
Here's
through the
whoop section. Now, he is a fan of motocross and supercross racing, so he studied those whoops. He knows about them. He was able to get over them pretty well.
He has, and a little too much speed over there in the really tight U-turn, but...
Silver Fox is a very intelligent driver. He really thinks about stuff before he does things in the car.
He thinks about stuff before he does things.
he thinks about before he does things.
No, I know.
But, I think he's just having a bad run here. He's also pressured because, he's running out of time here. He wants to make sure he gets a solid finish. It's not like there's only 2 drivers up there anymore. There's a bunch now.
Yeah, so there is a bunch of finishers. Actually, more than I thought. I mean, we had the field is now definitely expanded.
It's not going to be like Amherst in Season 2 where we only had 6 cars finish.
Man, well, that was a weird track. I mean, the track developers really... They regretted putting that in the lineup, but we had 20 tracks to put in, so why not?
It was fun.
It was
difficult.
It was difficult. It was a challenge.
Silver Fox was one of the few that actually did finish that race.
He was, yeah. So showing a lot of skill on his side, but a 3:53.30.
It beats Ray Davis, but not too many other... Well, other than the DNF guys. But next up is Steven Carter in car number 12 as he looks to finish it.
He's going gung-ho and just skipping the jump altogether.
Yeah, but Steven Carter, this has been a quiet year, but this is a good track for Carter. He finished really strong last year.
Yeah.
I believe he got a podium, actually, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think so.
It was probably the closest he came to a victory, and that's saying something if you could almost get your win here.
I know. Getting a win here is big. It's really big. And it definitely can really jumpstart your career as a driver.
And just think of some of the drivers that have finished up there. Brandon Bain, especially. Drivers that, are considered unsinkable, have a very low DNF count. Steven Carter is one of those drivers. It's no wonder he does good here.
I'm amazed still by Matthew McCurry, though. I mean, that is a time that I don't think can be beaten.
That is a new track record, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
No one has gotten that
he
quick of a time.
crushed the record, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, Matt Evans had the record before, but McCrory is just going to steal the show. I'll tell you what.
Matt Evans is actually watching the race here in the booth today, and I think he's ready to give that man a good old handshake.
Matt Evans always known for giving good old handshakes.
Well, yeah, he comes from the city of Utica. Did you know it's the city of handshakes?
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's a really.
I knew it as the town that God forgot. That's another nickname for it.
Yeah, that is a town.
But we love the Utica Rallycross Series.
We do.
But Stephen Carter is actually going pretty well so far as he tries to make this section here very quick.
Oh!
Can he double up?
No!
Oh,
wait.
no.
Oh,
he's trying.
Oh, back.
He's trying to get some momentum,
Right.
but I don't think he
Left.
has anything that he can do it.
Left, right, left. Oh, right.
He is getting some ground. Maybe he
I
can
know.
keep this going to Bartel.
If you don't want to know what I'm doing, I'm just swaying back and forth with this camera angle.
And that is a shame Stephen Carter is going to DNF here today.
Yeah.
Next up is Joseph Anesto for Top Notch Racing, car number 4. Guess what? We only have 2 drivers left to go in this season. Anesto and Benoit.
Oh, man.
Look at Joseph Anesto.
Whoa!
I'm not sure what Joseph Anesto's trying there.
Flying. Oh, my goodness. He's going to have to backtrack. You know what? I think this might have helped him out with time.
Yeah, that was a little bit quicker than I thought.
He recuperated.
Oh my God.
He recovered.
Recuper-cyronated.
Wait, I'll be had to say it at the end of it. Recuper-cyron-aided. Oh, no. And he's back again.
You know, Anesto last year had a horrible face plant in one section. They removed that section this time around, so he doesn't have to worry about it, but I think he's making up for it.
Yeah.
Just wrecking and flipping in every other location.
Hopefully it doesn't hurt his own testicles, but...
Oh, we don't want those twisted.
Exactly. But Joseph Anesto, what a start to Dead Man's Curve for him. Oh, man. Yeah.
Oh, man. Joseph Anesto really sent us on an adrenaline rush there. I think Seth Cole is going to be applauding him after this race. That was some grade A stunt work.
It's gonna. I mean, again, I wish there was a. Hopefully they put a compiled list of the best moments of Rallycross this season. It's gonna be great.
Yeah, that was such a good moment for Anesto there. I'll tell you what.
Yeah,
but,
that was pretty interesting.
But you know, Joseph Anesto, he's a part of our DASCAR brigade that went up at the end of the qualifier. 2 of the 3 made it in. Joshua Michaels has had his troubles in this one. We'll have to see if Anesto can be the top dog.
But Joseph Anesto falls down the mountain. Everything is happening for Joseph Anesto right now.
Hey, you know what? Get the bad luck out now, and then next season he'll be strong.
I know but here's the thing though, he might be doing really crazy things, but his time isn't that bad compared to some of the other ones.
And you know what? If he can just make it by this tiny little jump over here, he's basically guaranteed a top 10.
Man, whoa! Don't be jinxing him now.
Yeah, well, no matter what, he'll finish 10.
This car.
This car is all over the place as Anesto is trying to hold on. You know what? You know what he should try? He should try bull riding after this, because he knows how to handle this thing. But here we go. Final sections of the course. He's run this part before. He did well here. He made the event, so he just needs to keep it calm and keep it going to the line.
Collected. All right, Joe. Let's do it, Joey.
So
Joey Fatone.
One last big jump for the Illinois native.
Oh, my.
He will make it, and he's pretty quick over here, and man, he's going all out.
Man, if only he didn't do all that in the beginning, he would be doing great right now.
I think the reason he did all that in the beginning is because he was going too aggressive.
I know, he's going gung-ho into this race.
Which is usually not Anesto. Anesto is usually,
wow, look at him.
Suave guy in the back with the martini.
Yeah, he's plowing through. Holy.
Oh, too quick. Hit the pillar. You know
Wow.
what? I had a feeling he would hit a pillar. Given this run. A
What a
309.82. But it's not going to be Kulesa. So now it all comes down the list. The last driver of the season, Tyler Benoit. So now Tyler Kulesa is in 5th place.
Oh, no. But he flips it.
That
he's
is
stuck
a
in the
move.
tree.
All right, he is nervous now, but his father's on the booth guiding him through it. He always says his father's the only one that'll yell at him enough to motivate him.
That is a very true statement, and hopefully this is going to be close because they both basically were identical in that section there. They both failed kind of in the same way. It all comes down to technicality.
So right now, it's a 3-point advantage. So for Tyler to beat Tyler,
Yeah.
he needs to finish. He needs to gain 4 points on Kulesa to beat him.
Yep. So basically, he's got to get second place.
Yeah,
Because
so
if he gets that bonus point... No, he won't get the bonus point.
has
Yeah.
the win to get the bonus point. So basically, he needs to finish top 2 right now. He needs to beat Seth Cole.
Wow, that's a pretty good time that Seth Cole made. But
Especially because Seth Cole made the bridge jump. So he may be screwed.
Exactly. Well, no, if not with a tie him, he just has to get third, right?
Yeah, the time to get third, we'll have to see what that will be in the tiebreaker. We'll have to get the stats guy on that. Because they both have 1 victory. That's the first tiebreaker. Then we go by top 5 finishes. We don't really know yet who is ahead on that. But the stat guy's going to look that up.
Here we go. We got to see if he can make it past this jump. This has been the other downfall of this race. He
definitely will have enough to make it. Can he make a safe landing? And it's a little squirrely, but just made it.
But momentum is on his side. Can he hit the double jump?
He hits one. Can he hit the second?
Oh, he does.
He does. Over the jump.
Wow.
That is going to gain him some time. So here we go. Benoit going through the last section of the course.
Oh, man. Now the whoops. This could make or break him also. Here we go. He's going on the side. It might be not what he should have done, but here he goes, trying to finish it out, and he gets through.
Much stronger in the whoop section than Tyler Kulesa. It's all down to this. A 3:01.18 is what he's aiming for. That's what he needs to win.
Oh, man, can he do it? He's coming right to the end here. Now, the final section, he's looking good. He's just got to hit it smoothly, and he did have a good run in the qualifier.
Yeah, he finished well. I believe it was a top 10 effort for him. 9th place overall in the qualifier. So now, can he get it done? He lost the championship last year by an entire race to his teammate Adam Dunlap.
Oh,
Dunlap's the crew chief for Kulesa this season.
Benoit has been stumped through 2 seasons in a row now. Will he be the third?
Yeah, season 1, he wasn't able to win it either, though he was eligible for the championship. That one wasn't as close, though. Coming to the line. 1 final straightaway, a 3:01.18. He needs to beat it. A little slow there. Coming down. He needs to navigate this last section of the course. Tyler Benoit, car number 3, coming by the pillars. He's going to get a 3:01.59.
No!
They tie for the points. Oh my God!
Both Tylers are tied for the championship.
And Anthony McCrory wins the race.
Wow!
With 42-42. So the stat guy's gonna look at this, see who has the most top 5 finishes. They're gonna get the point standings. But McCrory, Cole, Benoit, dual 4th, and
wow,
Holbert 5th.
that is a top 10 drivers list. It was impressive.
And then we have Kulesa, Onesto, Dixon, Michaels, and Silver Fox. Dixon for the first car out. 8th place is great.
Yes, and then we have Ray Davis as our last man to finish the event, and then you got all the DNFs like Colin Bartel, Stephen Carter, Darren Blake, Cooper Cyron.
Yeah, there's Thomas Beatty. Nick Pericles was hoping for more. Chris Aurelio was disappointing. Aaron Henderson and Betty Johnson is going to get the last place standings, and she'll get a Cortez point this year.
Yes, she will.
You know, it's kind of sad that so many things are named after Esteves Cortez that are negative. But now, we wait for the results for the championship. We're getting a report. Chico Kulesa had 5 top 5 finishes. Tyler Benoit had 7.
Wow!
Tyler Benoit wins by 2 top 5 finishes.
Tyler Benoit is your champion for Season 3 of Rallycross.
Amazing for Tyler Benoit, and that is I don't think it could get any closer.
Look at the jump of Seth Cole, though. Look at that point
third
jump.
Place, beating all 3 of the championship competitors that failed to make it. Nathan Minazuki is in 7th, followed by Stephen Carter, Robert Piet 9th, and Matt Duell, the dark horse, managed to secure a final top 10 finish for his
managed
team.
to get on the board there, but the battle of the Tylers came down to most... Wow!
You know what? I think Tyler Benoit won this championship because he made that second jump. That's what gained him the 4 seconds he needed.
Exactly.
To catch up there. And we look at the rest of the point standings. Michael Aurelio, Nick Pericles, Joseph Vanesto, Colin Bartel, and Mason Powers, your top 15.
Oh, man, then you have Chris Aurelio, Dylan Thoreau, Carson Bechtel, Joshua Michaels, and Adam Dunlap rounding your top 20.
Joshua Michaels was able to beat out Adam Dunlap due to his win, so that's impressive for him to say. He was able to beat Adam Dunlap on a half-schedule run.
Exactly.
And, the Aurelio brothers struggled this year, but Michael Aurelio will finish 11th for his final season. Then there's Xavier Singleton, Dylan Young, Alex DeMarco, Anthony McCurry, and Mark Holbert rounding out your top 25.
Then you have Skylar Dixon, James Silverfox, Ray Davis, Darren Blake, and Cooper Cyron rounding out your top 30.
These guys only ran one event, but hey, Anthony McCurry ran an event that counted. He won this event.
I know.
And then lastly, Thomas Beatty, Aaron Henderson, and then Betty Johnson gets the Cortez point for this season.
Oh my goodness, we are finally at the end, and Tyler Benoit finally wins his first championship in the Rallycross Series.
I know, this is amazing. You know, he is such a talented race car driver. He's been so close, but no cigar. And he deserves this victory. It's really solid for him.
But much respect for Tyler Kulesa. He really put up a good fight as a rookie.
I know, he's never raced these cars before, and I think what really hurt him was that in the first race of the season, he struggled at Yuma. He's been flawless near every race.
I know.
Hong Kong threw him off a bit, but
I think it would have been an automatic win, just like Adam. I mean, those two really have a good driving ability, Adam Dunlap and Tyler Kulesa, but Tyler Benoit is able to take it. It has been a wild ride in the Rallycross Series.
I know. We want to thank everyone for supporting the Utica Rallycross Series this season, watching all the races, and just, being a part of the community and supporting us for all this time. But this has been an amazing season, a lot of solid racing events, and in the Arena Cross Series, too.
I know, I'm looking forward to more of that. That is also really fun to do, and I just can't wait to where this goes. I can't wait to see these drivers really excel and do better.
All right, so from us here at the Utica Rallycross Series, we thank you for watching this season.
Yes.
And we will see you for Season 4.
Bye-bye.
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 Jesse.
Thank you.